the unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go here on Monday night. Set to return is Xavier Gipson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now the former first-round pick, Breece Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it. Incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. That is a brutal way. You're thinking opening drive touchdown. Instead, that 3rd down pick turns into 6, Greg.
Yeah, Mike, and every offense all week works on that opening drive. It's such a critical way to get their players and get their offense settled into this game. And as you said, disastrous start, not only turning the ball over, but allowing the defense to capitalize and take it all the way back the other way.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Let's go. On first down, it's Travis to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Travis. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Come on, set. Go.
Travis going to throw for it. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the Jets first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Years ago, people would have thought you were crazy to go for fourth down on your side of the field, but that's not the case anymore. We're seeing it more and more often play out across the league. In this case, not a bad job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball, but he's able to find some space with his legs, and he's able to pick up the conversion.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. The rookie from Florida State on target with that throw. They've got a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, it's Travis. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. One more time, they give it to Hall. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown number 9 for the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Not the way we're accustomed to seeing him hit these home run plays, Mike, but now you can tell they love getting him involved in the ground game. And this type of outcome, it's possible anytime he touches the ball, let alone how he gets it.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's Cook. Powering forward. He's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Makes the score Bills 14, Jets 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Gibson now on the return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll push ahead to the 21. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
Hakeem Legard brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. Travis to throw. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll run with Allen. And he will work his way to the 32. That's enough for a first down. They put Wilson in motion. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 14-7 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Travis now to throw here on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Travis. That is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. A big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go. Way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick six.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 21-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A return now from the 4. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
No. Jump out!
They put Wilson in motion. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. He'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you block over here.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
Take 30.
1st down for Aaron. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
In what otherwise was a pretty down year for the Jets offensively, Breece Hall was one of the big bright spots. I mean, especially in the passing game. His 76 catches for the 2nd year back, that led all NFL running backs.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it at their own 32-yard line. Handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Allen to throw. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he will go all the way. Xavier Gibson, touchdown, New York. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this up to the 42.
James Cook with a nice gain there to move the chains. And here we are in year 3, Mike, and all James Cook does is get better. Had a good, solid rookie season a couple years ago. 1,500 yards, kind of a breakout year last year, making the Pro Bowl. He continues this steady improvement. He's going to be one of the top backs in the entire league.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is on first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll run the draw with Cook. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. Allen. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On third down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. A dive, and he's in. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bills 35, Jets 14.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers on first down. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. 2nd and 7. On the RPO, quickly in the hands of Cooper. He works free, right side. And he will score. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Bills. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Get 300. Get 300.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Inside.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Cook. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll motion over Samuel. They'll try and run here with Cook. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. First down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Extra point try by Bass. He knocks it through. And the Bills will add 1 more onto their big lead.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
No.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And it'll bring up second down.
No.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Allen. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Here's Hall from the pistol. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Rodgers. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Another run here with Hall. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Middle. Look out.
Once again, it's Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They'll motion over Samuel. Now Allen on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he will get into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Bills. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Makes the score Bills 56, Jets 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Whoa! And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Rodgers going up top again. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
26.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll motion over Samuel. A run up the middle with Cook. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Hey, hold.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll motion over Samuel. On third down, they go with Cook. Mark him right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a first down picked up on the ground.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Here comes the jet sweep. And he will score again. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is his third touchdown of the game and his ninth for the year. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills add on to their already sizable lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
First and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Again, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 88.
They put Wilson in motion. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. Inside the 10, it is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Allen down to an 8, and that should do it.